Hey everyone, it's Ashley and today I'm bringing you my 2016 Bookish Resolutions. But before I get into all of the things I want to accomplish this year, I'm going to just quickly go over what I accomplished in 2015 and what I did not accomplish from my 2015 goals. So I'm not going to go over every single resolution that I had book-wise for 2015, but I am going to tell you what I accomplished and what I'm proud of, and what I did not accomplish and what will probably also be on my 2016 resolutions. Hint hint, wink wink. In 2015, I wanted to read 50 books. I did accomplish that. I actually read 50 books in about June, and then I upped my reading goal to 80, and I actually only hit 77 before the end of the year because I hit a giant reading slump all the way from September until December, and I didn't read a single book in the span of those months, which kind of seems crazy thinking back. But yes, it was a large reading slump, which kind of ended up meaning that I didn't hit my 80 goal mark, but my original resolution, which was to read 50, was accomplished, and I'm actually very proud of reading 77 in 2015, so I'm gonna check that off and count it as a win. I also wanted to try reading outside of my comfort zone. I think I accomplished that this year. I read a lot more adult fiction this year than I did in previous years. I'm reading things that I would not normally pick up. I'm trying new things. I feel like the main point of that resolution last year was for me to keep an open mind when it came to books and to not be afraid of reading something simply because it's not something I would normally read. And in all honesty, I think I have definitely accomplished that. The major bookish resolution that I did not accomplish from 2015 was that I did not reread the Harry Potter series. I'm going to put that on my 2016 goals. I'm going to keep that going. I think the main reason I didn't do it is because I know going into rereading Harry Potter that once I pick up the first book, I'm going to read all 7, and I think it just never felt right. Like, I never just felt like I wanted to get into that big of an undertaking throughout 2015, but I would really like to do that in 2016, so let's move on to my 2016 resolutions. The first one, obviously, being I want to reread Harry Potter. I'd like to reread all 7 books. I have reread the books in the past, so I've read them since the first time that I read them, but I'd like to reread them again with new ideas inside my head and look for more Easter eggs throughout the series and just kind of appreciate the characters in a different way than I did when I was younger. My next resolution is to read 50 books in 2016. This is a pretty relaxed resolution for me. If I don't hit it, I'm not going to be disappointed. If I read more than 50 books, that would be wonderful. It's mainly just me tracking my reading, and I like having a way of tracking it, and it shouldn't be hard for me to read 50 books because I read 77 in 2015. So it's just kind of, it's a resolution that is kind of there, but it's not like, it's not the biggest or the most important resolution. My next resolution is to try to read outside my general comfort zone. So for those of you who don't know, I consider my main comfort zone YA contemporary. That's actually kind of changing because I've actually been reading way outside that comfort zone for a little while now, but my general comfort zone, I still feel like when I don't know what I want to read or when I feel daunted by reading, I always go back to YA contemporary. So what I really want is to read more adult fiction, more historical fiction, more epic fantasy. I want to read so much fantasy. I am in a huge fantasy kick right now. I just want to read things that I normally wouldn't feel overly comfortable reading. And I feel like the reason I want to do that is because I have read so much YA contemporary, and I still love YA contemporary, just to be clear, but because I've read so much of it, I feel like I'm missing out on all of these things that I could be loving if I just gave them a shot. Like, I'm so happy that I read Murakami last year because I loved it, and now I want to read all the Murakami books, but let's say I didn't read that book and I just felt like it was just going to be too much for me or just too much outside my comfort zone. If I had never picked it up, I would never know how much I really, really loved it, and I'm kind of rambling, but I hope that it makes sense. So yes, I want to read outside my comfort zone in 2016. That is definitely a huge resolution for me. The next bookish resolution actually has a lot to do with you guys and this channel and my YouTubing, and that is that I want to start doing more book reviews. And this means both video and blog book reviews. I haven't been doing enough on my written blog recently. I kind of feel disappointed in myself for that, but I want to start blogging more, and I really want to start vlogging for you guys more. I want to start filming really awesome reviews for you that are concise and in-depth and create a discussion around the book, and I think the main reason that I haven't done a lot of video reviews for books is that normally I do non-spoilery ones, and that's pretty much it, because I'm really big on not spoiling things for people. So for me to do a review that doesn't spoil things, I'd have to do a non-spoilery and also a spoilery, and they'd actually have to be completely separate videos, because I've found in the past when I've posted a video that has both in it, people will spoil the book in the comments for other viewers, and I would feel responsible for that. So my main like vlog YouTube channel bookish resolution is to film more reviews, and when I film a review, to film a non-spoilery one for those of you who haven't read the book, and a spoilery one for those of you who have, where I can create a discussion about like characters and plot building and things that I really want to discuss with you guys, but that require me to spoil certain plot elements in order to discuss with you guys. So my main YouTube goal is to do more book reviews. And another resolution that isn't necessarily bookish but does kind of tie into being bookish because it incorporates my YouTube channel, I would like to post at least 2 videos every week in 2016. This is a huge resolution for me because there's been times in the past where I've actually just stopped YouTubing. For those of you who don't know, the reason that I stopped YouTubing is if I stop reading, I stop filming booktube videos. Mainly because I feel like a fraud filming booktube videos when I'm in a reading slump. Like, how dare I film booktube reviews when I can't even read a whole book? I just feel kind of like a fraud. So instead of making myself feel that way, which honestly I don't like feeling that way at all, I just don't film videos. So this goal is a 2-parter. I want to make a goal of not pushing myself too hard to read, but instead just reading when I want to. This I think will help with my reading slumps. I think that when I normally hit a reading slump, it's because I feel pressured into reading, and I hate that. So I'm not going to pressure myself. I'm going to read what I want to read when I want to read it, whether the book is big or small or hard, or it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to read what I want when I want, which hopefully will mean that I don't hit any reading slumps in 2016. I really hope that that's true, and that also means that I should be able to film 2 videos every single week for you guys. Okay, so those are some of my bookish resolutions for 2016. Most of them are pretty relaxed and pretty generic. What are some of your reading resolutions for 2016? Comment down below and let me know. And other than that, I will see you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye!